All right, everybody, it's time for a Sephora haul. I feel like it's been way too long since I've done one of these. I was so excited. I have a bunch of new products to share with you that I'm going to be trying out over the next few weeks, and I will absolutely provide updates as we move through the month. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Angie. It's very nice to meet you. I am 45. I have combination oily skin, and my goal with my channel is just to get real about skincare and makeup and talk about what products are good, what are not so good, what are made for women over 40, what are not. We only have a finite amount of money to spend on our makeup and skincare and hair care and all of that. And my goal is to take some of the guesswork out so you know that when you buy a product, you're buying a quality product and you're not buying something that's just not worth your money. With that being said, let's get on with our haul. So the first thing I picked up at Sephora was this new Turn Up the Base BB cream by One Size. This is Patrick Starr's brand. The reason I picked this up is he makes it a point to try to create products for women with oily skin, and I have combination oily skin. I have not tried anything from his brand yet, but I saw this and it immediately caught my attention. It is called the Turn Up the Base BB cream, which stands for Beauty Blur Balm, and I've heard good things about this. I'm a little nervous because I can already tell I picked it up in the shade Light 3, which is supposed to be light for neutral undertones. And I range from fair to maybe light, like fair to light. And I felt like the fair shade was probably going to be way too light on me. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think that's gonna be a little dark on me. We'll have to see. I'm gonna try it out. If not, I'll go back and get another shade to see if I can find something closer. I'm really excited to try this. I'm always in the market for a good foundation that controls oil because I have an oil production problem. Next up, I don't know about you, but I feel like we have concealers coming out of our ears. I thought that way last year when I tried out a bunch of different concealers, and I found 2 or 3 concealers last year that I love that it launched, like the new Lancome Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. That's amazing. The new ABH Magic Touch Concealer. I love that one too. And I feel like all these brands are putting out a bunch of concealers. And so I picked up 2 of them. There's more. I picked up this one from KVD. This is the Good Apple Concealer. I was very intrigued by this. I find that the packaging, let me see if I can open it up. I find that the packaging is so pretty. So I'm excited to try this. I did not like the foundation. The foundation was not meant for women like me, not meant for women with combination oily skin. So I'm a little nervous about this, but I'm hoping this will work. I picked it up in the shade Light 109. And then the other concealer I picked up is this one from LYS Beauty. I got this in the shade LG3. This is their Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I've also heard good things about this concealer as well. Now, again, I've never tried anything from this brand, but I heard very good things about their foundation, and it's a very reasonably priced brand at Sephora. And I just think the packaging is so nice, and looks like the shade's gonna be okay, but we'll have to see. I think you're gonna see a concealer battle head to head with these 2 concealers. You know, Benefit came out with a new brightening concealer, their Boing brightening concealer, and then Tarte came out with a concealer as well. And so I picked these 2 up. I figure, you know, 2 out of the 4 would be a good thing to try out and see if I can find something I really like. I also picked up this new liquid bronzer from Milk. Now, I wasn't planning to pick this up. I bought it because I've been watching a few reviews on them and they've been really positive. The reason why I was hesitant is this last fall or last summer, they came out with a liquid blush and I did not like it. It was really greasy, the formula. And I have so many liquid blushes that I like so much that I didn't even keep it. It just wasn't worth keeping. That's how much I disliked it. So I'm a little nervous about this because I feel like this may be similar, but I've seen some people that I trust who have said, you know what, this is a great bronzer. I picked it up in the shade Time Travel. Let me trying this one out. I may do a head-to-head with one of my new favorites, the Rare Beauty bronzing stick that I gave a second try because the first time I tried it, didn't like it, and then I realized I just had the wrong shade. When I tried a different shade, I had a completely different opinion about it. I'm thinking maybe doing a head-to-head between these two and see what I come up with. Next up, we have lips. I have picked up a few different formulas. I feel like lips have been a very popular product as well. I think it's because the masks are starting to come off, and I think that a lot of brands where they kind of held off on lip products are now pushing their lip product. I picked up one of the new I Need a Rose shades from Natasha Denona. I picked up the shade Daphne. I think this is so pretty. I had a really hard time. It took everything I had not to pick up all three shades. There's a peony shade, which is more of a light pink, and a Calla shade, which is more of like a pinky brown. It's got more brown in it, but I fell in love with this Daphne shade. It's got a little peachiness to it. It's just really, really beautiful. And I picked up the corresponding lip liner because I've always wanted to try Natasha Denona's lip liners and I hadn't yet. So I picked up the corresponding Daphne lip liner. She also came out with a lip gloss as well, but I was more in the market for a bullet lipstick and a liner than I was for a gloss. The other lipstick formula I picked up was from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I picked up the shade Praline, which is just this beautiful, beautiful kind of mauve shade, which if you watch my channel, you know I'm obsessed with mauve on my lips. I wanted to try out this formula. I've heard some good things about it, but I wanted to try it out. I just think the packaging is so pretty. I went back and forth between these two and the Fenty, but I realized I just wasn't crazy about the fact that you had to buy the lipstick and then the case separately, and then you had to like watch a YouTube video on how to put the lipstick in the case. That was way too many steps for me. I just decided to pick up these two formulas and I'll think about the Fenty formula, but I wanted to try these two. I was really excited about their launches. I feel like ABH has been hitting it out of the park recently. I've always been a huge fan of ABH eyeshadow. I feel like last year, all of a sudden, I fell back in love with the brand. I loved the concealer that they launched. I loved the cream bronzer that they launched. I loved the blush sticks that they launched. So when this new lipstick formula came out, it was an absolute no-brainer. I knew I had to try it just because I feel like they are just banging out of the park lately. And then finally in makeup, I picked up a new mascara. This is the Milk Rise mascara. This packaging is so interesting. It's like a silicone-y packaging. The reason I picked this up is because I'm a big fan of the original Milk Kush mascara, and my tube was getting old and I was gonna have to throw it out, and I was thinking about repurchasing it, and then this launched and I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna pick this up instead and compare and contrast and figure out what I like better. What I remember about the Kush mascara is I really like it, but it is a wet formula. It's a wet and heavy formula. So I have to make sure I curl my lashes first, because if you definitely have more straight lashes, it can weigh them down a little bit. But I do really love that mascara. This is meant to be a lifting mascara, so I'm kind of excited. It's got this kind of wand that kind of helps lift up your lashes. So I'm really excited to try it. I'm really excited to share my thoughts on it, and you will hear from me very soon. So if you watched my February favorites and fails video, you know that I said that I didn't really have anything to report in regards to hair care, and that's because I had ordered a bunch of products to try out in March. A few things I picked up. I have never tried the Oribe shampoo and conditioner. I'm a big Olaplex girl. I also like the Briogeo, but I'm always trying to find the best shampoo and conditioner for my fine oily hair. And so I picked up the Oribe Gold Lust Repair and Restore shampoo and conditioner. So I will tell you what I think about that. I also picked up from Way, I picked up this detox shampoo. And the reason is because I've been trying to wash my hair less frequently. It's very hard when I've got this oily hair. But since I finally found a dry shampoo that works for me, I tend to try to wash my hair every other day now. That means I get more product and I get more buildup in my hair over time. And I wanted a good clarifying shampoo that I use once a week. And everyone kept telling me to use the one from, I think it's Bumble and Bumble. I think it's their Sunday shampoo. But when I read about it, it's not for color treated hair, and I have color treated hair. I picked this up from Way. I'm really excited to try it out and see what I think about it. Also from Way, I picked up their Wave Spray. I've noticed during the pandemic, there are definitely days I wake up and I have no desire to blow dry my hair. And so someone had recommended this Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It. This is a hair styler for fine hair that you put in your hair and then just let it air dry, which is great. I actually like this. This is my second tube of it, and I picked up a replacement because I'm almost out. But I have naturally wavy hair, and I wanted to try to find something that was going to give it that kind of wavy, beachy look. And everyone kept recommending this Wave Spray. I picked it up. I'm going to try it out. I have tried one or two Wave sprays in the past, and I wasn't necessarily crazy about them. We'll see how I feel about this one. And then finally in this haul, I did pick up a replacement. I got an email a few weeks ago from Atelier Cologne telling me that they were gonna no longer be selling in the United States. They were gonna focus on their European market. And I didn't exactly know how to take that. I assumed we could still order from the Atelier Cologne website itself. But what I took from it was American retailers who were selling their products would no longer be selling their products. And sure enough, about a week later, I went online to Sephora and all of Atelier's colognes were on significant sale and clearance, which tells me that they're being discontinued in regards to being sold at Sephora. At least that's the way I took it. And I literally panicked because if you have watched my channel, you know that when it comes to citrusy perfumes, and in the summer, I'm a huge citrus perfume fan, there's no one who does it better than Atelier. And I literally panicked and I said, oh my gosh, do I need to stock up on anything? And I ended up buying the Orange Sanguine because I'm almost out of my travel spray of the Orange Sanguine. I also own the Pomelo Paradis, but I have a mid-size bottle and it's gonna last me a while, so I'm not worried about that. But I freaked out because this is one of my favorite summer perfumes. This is a orange perfume. And what I mean by that is fresh orange, like you were to cut a navel orange, stick it to your nose, and it's just fresh and zesty. And for hot, humid days, this is just the perfect perfume. It's not synthetic. It doesn't smell like dishwashing soap or cleaner or anything like that. It's just beautiful and fresh and clean and zesty. And I am, like I said, I am almost out of mine. Now, the problem, of course, is if you go online right now at Sephora.com and try to find any of these, most of them have been sold out because I'm sure I'm not the only one who panicked when I saw that this was not going to be there anymore. But they do have them in store. And so when I went into my local Sephora, I picked this up. I almost just like grabbed them all. And they are on sale right now. So if you have a chance and you're into citrus perfumes, I would highly recommend going to your local Sephora and seeing what they have left from Atelier. Whether it's Clementine, California, which is a beautiful kind of orangey, but also a little floral scent. Lemon Island is a beautiful scent. I told you Pomelo Paradis is one of my favorites, a grapefruit scent. The Bergamot Soleil, which is a more lemony scent. And then of course, the Orange Sanguine. The other one that I own that I love is called Love Osmanthus, which the osmanthus flower gives this kind of milky accord, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous perfume. If you're in the market for those things, then I highly recommend check out your local Sephora for that. Thank you, you guys, for sharing this haul with me. I hope you're excited as I am for seeing these new products tried out. I'm going to do my best to give all of these products a good try and see what I love, see what I like, see what I don't so like, and you'll see some updates as we move through March, and if nothing else, in my March favorites and fails video. If you like this content, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, like this video, join our little community on YouTube, and until my next video, you guys, bye.